everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. We're going to do another vanilla run today with Cain, which is kind of nice because we haven't had a good Cain run in a while. And again, if you're wondering why I'm doing so many vanilla runs, I have done some explanations lately. Basically meaning, or basically to Cliff Notes it, we haven't had that many challenge runs that have been upvoted in the comments to the point where they're top comments that are readily visible. And to go through all of the comments, man, Cain definitely starts with like a speed increase over Isaac. I just recorded the last Isaac episode, so it seems particularly prescient right now. But in any case, the Spoonbender, going through the comments individually, or going through tweets individually, or emails, or Facebook messages, etc., would basically be a full-time job. So I'm doing vanilla runs in the hopes that, over the course of these, when these go up, I encourage you guys to vote for challenge runs that'll be in the top comments, and then I'll be able to record, a batch of 5 or 6 challenge runs in a row, which will be a lot of fun, and we can return to that previous balance that we had. In any case, I'm going to try to drop this here in the hopes this finds the secret room, as well as... Oh, it didn't even blow up the tinted rock. Well, who dares wins. Didn't really work out for me there, but hey, we got the small rock regardless. We also picked up a pill which gave us puberty, which just messed up our hair a little bit, so we look like Tommy Pickles or something. And now our speed is decreased. Keep in mind, we do have homing tiers, which I like and don't like. Generally speaking, I consider it kind of like a better version of something like Cat of Nine Tails, in the sense that it's not super good, but it's passive, so I don't mind picking it up. And it is a little bit better, of course, than Cat of Nine Tails. But by the same token, if I could have almost any other kind of passive item, I would probably prefer it. Regardless, health upgrade for us right off the bat. Good first floor. We got 2 keys to kind of set us up infrastructure-wise for the next floor. So let's get going. In fact, our item room is right there. And we find I'm firing my laser, which is an item that is not great, but, we will be able to pick it up and use it on this floor at least a little bit. I'll probably save it for the boss. Now, in the last episode, if you didn't see it, let me preface this by saying something else. I feel like we've had very good vanilla runs lately. That's why I don't feel as self-conscious, I suppose, about the vanilla runs that we've had lately, or the fact we've been doing a lot of vanilla runs, because I think they've turned out largely pretty damn well. So I'm excited going into each of these to see what the future holds for me. And in fact, in the last episode is particularly exciting. We ended up running on basically 0 health for something like a third of the game, maybe half of the game. But as a result, we did pick up some items that ended up helping us out a great deal. Oh, no, get out of there. That was close. Like Brimstone, and then we use that, colloquially known as the Brim Snap glitch or mechanic in order to help us actually beat Isaac and Blue Baby. And inevitably, some people are going to see that as ability abuse, but I thought it was a lot of fun regardless. So sucks to your ass, Mar. I thought it was kind of cool to show off. So anyway, we're probably not going to get Brimstone on this run. In fact, if Brimstone shows up, I will eschew it in favor of getting some variety on these runs. But I appreciate nonetheless. Ooh, we can't get that key. I appreciate nonetheless that, people are enjoying the videos. It seems like the reception has been good, and I appreciate that. Anyway, enough of the funny business here. I barely hit Pin with that. I really thought it would kill him. I kind of got a shitty angle on it, though. It's okay, though. We do have enough damage by way of small rock to take him out pretty easily. Hopefully, we do snag some kind of deal with the devil here. Although I will loathe to kind of guess what it's going to be. And we did get 2 HP upgrades in stark contrast to the last run. We're going to be fighting Krampus right off the bat, which again, I owe BitSnap a great deal of thanks for telling me about how good Lump of Coal actually is in comparison to items like Rage. So I'm excited now when I fight Krampus. Instead of being like, oh, well, we could have gotten something good, but instead we're just getting a Lump of Coal. Now I'm like, fuck yeah, Lump of Coal, fuckers. Some bitches are going to get shot from afar. Sadly, I do not really have range upgrades yet. But I can still shoot people from largely across the map. And, in a certain extent, or to a certain extent, I guess this does make homing spoons or curve spoons a little bit better. Bent spoons, sorry, homing tiers. Because I believe that they will, curve a little bit beyond their range to help hit enemies from afar. So maybe this will help me out. In any case, I guess it's nice for us to have it regardless. There was a tinted rock that I want to pick up back here, but we need to get a bomb to make that happen. Apologies, my foot's itchy here. Gotta take care of that. Okay. And we are one-shotting these spiders, which is actually really good. And it seems like our rate of fire has increased a little bit as well. Okay, Lust. We do have a speed increase, didn't we? Wow, why did that happen so fast? I guess that was because I didn't even see how much damage the, well, what was I going to say? How much damage the Shoop to Whoop did to him, but wow, he died way faster than I expected, or she, I guess. But anyway, let us draw this bomb here, see if we find the secret room. We do, and an extra Spirit Heart, and oh my god! more than enough money to make the shop worthwhile, and for once I am going to use a key to go to the shop, even though I could use a bomb, because we have 3 keys and only 1 bomb. So I think everything is definitely coming up Millhouse on this Kane run so far. This has been incredibly good luck so far. We will buy the ladder, mostly because we have the money necessary to do it. That pill is puberty, so it's not worth buying. We'll just save our money to pick up something beautiful from future floors. We do have enough money to kind of set us up in a good position for it, and I would say that's some of the best first couple of floors that I've had in quite some time. 2 HP upgrades, small rock, plenty of keys, plenty of money. Shoop to Whoop is not the best, but, you know, Spirit Hearts and Poison Touch, which will eventually come in handy much later in the game. So, oh, and Lump of Coal, which I don't think I mentioned there. So, good news so far. We're definitely, you know, the pieces are in place for us to succeed later in the game, but we still have to play well. And, you know, 20 bad items in a row could potentially put us back basically right where we started, but that's okay. Keep in mind we are Kane, so we do have the possibility for great pills to drop at any time. Odd Mushroom, in addition to what we have so far, is great. That is extra damage plus an HP upgrade. It does make our head a little bit bigger, and I think it does make us a little bit slower. Big whoop, though. And I think Shoop to Whoop is one of those items, you can use it like once every 2 rooms, so I should really be using it more often than I have been. Why don't we try it on this room just to see how often it takes to charge. 3 rooms or 4 rooms? Might be 4 rooms, and of course now I find the boss right away. So stupid, why would I do that? Okay, so that's the first bit of damage that we've taken in a little while. Maybe even over the course of the entire episode so far. Just back it up and around, up and around, up and around, up and around. Okay, there's a key for us. It is 3 rooms. Okay, good. So I am just going to go through one more room and fight whatever's in here. Oh, I regret this decision. Yep, I knew we were going to take damage as a result of that. There was a random neutral fly as well. So bad play on this floor so far. That's okay, though. We will have Shoop to Whoop ready for this boss. Even if it doesn't end up helping us, we have it nonetheless. We will definitely go to our shop just in case there's a half-price item, and we'll look for the secret room if there is a good full-price item. And it's Gertie. So Gertie is actually not a terrible boss for us to be fighting. By way of Shoop to Whoop, we took out all of those nubs that he spawned, which is great, and now there's nothing standing in our way except for this single grandfather fly, which presents very little risk. I did not dodge that effectively, but just by standing still, I managed to outsmart Gertie here. Fantastic. I used to hate Gertie fights. Remember those days? That was weird when Gertie was like my Achilles heel in this game. And when my Everest was the phrase that I had used instead of my Achilles heel. But in any case, there is a range upgrade and a deal with the Angel. Just let me get Sacred Heart, please. This would be an amazing addition to our luck so far. Guardian Angel, a more frequent drop, and a great item nonetheless. Don't get me wrong. I'm pleased to have that range upgrade as well, because of course that will scale fantastically, or synergize fantastically, with Lump of Coal. Do I sound happy? I should, because I feel pretty happy right now. And we, of course, do get the coin purse as Kane, which is a must-buy, might be a strong way of phrasing it, but it's a good idea to pick that up because, you know, we get only not bad pills. That doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be 3 health upgrades in there, but there could. There could also be, you know, tears, range, or speed upgrades. There could also be spirit hearts. Bombs or key would not be beneficial for me at all. Now, there are 2 possible secret room locations. That's the real piss-off here. Are we really going to wager 1 bomb to try to find a secret room that could let us get a coin purse? Yes, we are. And we are going to get 6 cents that are going to let us buy that coin purse. Luckily for me, although I shouldn't say luckily yet because there is still an element of chance when it comes to these coins. Or sorry, when it comes to these pills, I should say. But so far so good nonetheless, even if this ends up not being great for us. It can't be terrible. And well, the only way it could be terrible is if there's like a... Oh, we don't know what this pill does? Maybe I should have bought this one on the last floor. It's a range up. Yeah, I definitely should have bought it on the last floor. Let's see what this does. Telepills. I'm glad that didn't actually take us to the I Am Error room, unless there were great items in there. And there's oftentimes a lot of pills in there as well, but in any case, it's good so far. So we paid 15 cents for a range upgrade and a teleportation. The teleportation is worth 0, but the range upgrade, is it worth 15 cents? Near 15 cents, maybe. I'm pleased with it nonetheless. This pill is speed up, so a speed plus range increase and a tears increase. So we basically paid 15 cents for an all stats upgrade, except for the most important 2 stats, damage and health, in my opinion at least. But that's like 5 cents for each of those upgrades, so I'm pleased. Down to the next floor, I would say, and we're not necessarily in the clear yet by any stretch of the imagination, but we're doing very well. Now, the big sore spot for us on this floor is probably going to be money, because I am still at the point where I'm looking, A, to replace our spacebar item, B, to pick up a good item from the shop, like a map or a compass. got my sentence all messed up there. Preferably a compass, although a map would also let us find secret rooms and possibly go to more shops in the future. We get the Wafer. I really cannot make this luck up at this point. This is going to have the damage that we take for the rest of the game. It's only going to become applicable once we get down to the womb and beyond, but it's a staggering item. It's very good to get, and 2 free Spirit Hearts there, also amazing. We don't even need to blow up this TNT, even though it's dynamite, and we get a little bit extra money there. Let's fight our boss right away. It's Little Chad. Not my favorite boss to fight. We did do a lot of damage to him right off the bat, though, which is awesome. And I'm not going to waste any bombs, just in case we need those to go to the secret room. Not that I'll be able to find the secret room anyway on a map like this, but hey, there's a free Spirit Heart for us. And maybe a deal with the devil? No. But Little Chad, nonetheless. So we'll take Little Chad. And we'll continue moving on here. I almost want to use a key just to go to the shop to see if we fight Greed to get enough money to go to the shop on the next floor, because I'm pretty sure I could kill him very, very easily. Arcade would be beautiful as well, because we do have the amount of health necessary to definitely facilitate several plays on the blood bank. Anyway, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves too much. As of right now, a very comfortable Kane run. And I'm pleased to say that I'm, happy to be a part of this. Oh, God, okay, we're all right. And now, this is the room where once you get through that, first barrage of enemies, everything else should come very easily. There's an Eternal Heart for us. Man, okay, good. Super Greed. Kind of would have preferred a 7-cent compass, but you can't always get what you want. Instead, I will take him out, pick up the quarter, or just a nice cache of money. At which point, it is indeed the quarter, at which point we're pretty much good for shops for the rest of the game, and there are still at least, well, probably 2 to come, at least 1 to come, though. I almost walked right into that guy. I was kind of concerned about that, actually. But he's going to die, and if I can get this guy to pop up and I can shoot him from afar, that might be better, because, the lump of coal allows our shots to do more damage the further they go. I can't quite get to that tarot card. I'm really hoping that we end up picking up a trinket like Ace of Spades, so I can maybe get some Joker cards and get some more deals with the devil, because right now it is appearing that I am going to have a lot of health to offer Satan. So, I would love to pick up my mom's knife or something like that to help me do some more damage. Obviously, that would, you could be forgiven for thinking that would make things a little bit boring by this point. Oh, we have a boss trap room, which means if I can get a blood bank, I'd be a very happy camper. But, it's still just a smart idea. 2 of clubs will double our bombs. Not really interested. There's a blood bank for us, which I'm definitely... Oh, I can't play it. I apologize for the sirens, by the way. They'll never take me alive. I can't play the blood bank. It's so unfortunate that I picked up that Eternal Heart too quickly. Because it'll actually put us in a position where I can't... It'll take the HP upgrade right away. But it'll take the Eternal Heart right away. But because I have so many hearts, I think I'm going to try it anyway. My thinking being, yes, we're sacrificing the Eternal Heart, and it didn't have to be that way. But I kind of expect the HP upgrade blood bag to drop anyway. Even if it doesn't, we'll pick up a ton of money, and we'll be able to go to the boss trap room. Worst case scenario, we find ourselves with a lot of money, down 1 possible HP upgrade. Not the end of the world. And we will come back and play the shit out of that, never fear. Especially with Little Chad at our disposal. What do we have in here? There's our HP upgrade. So at the very least, at this point, I would say it is a neutral decision. Now, don't get me wrong, we could have handled it better. The way we could have handled it better is by not picking up the Eternal Heart until we absolutely knew what we were going to do on the end of the floor, because then we could have played the blood bank free of charge, extra HP upgrade, who knows, maybe that transitions into an extra deal with the devil. Could have been better. That being said, can't really complain about where we're at regardless. Please give me some more HP drops here so that I can go play that blood bank a few more times. Our red chest is 2 spiders. So we'll just leave, and again, we'll play the shit out of this blood bank. We're Kane, so it has a pretty good chance to pay out with the HP upgrade regardless, I would say. And that would obviously be a huge win for us. Come on, just on this one. Ah, you scumbag. Alright, well, we'll pick up some more health. We're going to keep trying this again with Little Chad. There should be tons of hearts at our disposal. So I think it'd be silly to not at least try whenever I got the opportunity. Because if we get the blood bag, then we got 2 HP upgrades for giving up 1. And of course, at this point, money equals power has got me salivating. We will blow up that blood bank potentially in order to finance playing this one. Alright, we'll just get some more money out of that one. This one's being a real pain in the ass. Let's pop 2 of clubs, extra bombs, blow up this piece of garbage. Give me some more red hearts, please. Give me some more money at least. We might be able to get to 99 cents actually. And I am wary about putting myself in a position where I accidentally kill myself. So let's try not to do that. I've done it before, but again, by way of Little Chad, we should be getting enough red hearts to not have to worry about this too much. We still had 1 more room as well. With him dying, we don't get anything, but every piece of health that we pick up, we will come back and play that blood bank a little bit. There's another half heart. We might as well pick up a lot of it first. I think that's in our best interest, at least. And at least we know where our boss room is so we can come back here quickly. It's just down and to the right. And it's Caves Part 2. It's a pretty small floor, so I apologize that I'm spending a lot of time here. But if you're the kind of person that always wants me to min-max on each run, well, that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm throwing myself to the wolves a little bit, but I think it's a good idea to maximize the opportunity of me getting this HP upgrade. And, you know, we're putting ourselves in a good permanent Polaroid invincibility state, too. Whether or not it ends up working out for us is another story. We're only going to be able to get 2 more plays on this blood bank, which is kind of surprising to me. But those 2 more plays could pay out quite nicely. And at this point, it's almost worth it just to see if we get the extra red heart containers. Red heart consumables by way of the blood bank. But anyway, it's a faster way to replenish our total health, I guess. Alright, and the last play. Can't believe it didn't work out for us, but hey, 74 cents, nothing to sneeze at. And we picked up another half red heart as well. So, we got it. We sacrificed our HP upgrade to pick up another HP upgrade, and somewhere along the lines of 40 cents. Was it worth it? This was a waste of our time to a certain extent, but it was fun nonetheless. And if it had worked out for us, I would have felt like a very intelligent man. But hey, that's what happens when you bet on things that are not necessarily sure bets. You know, sometimes you find yourself in a position where you're not paying out, or not paid out, I guess. And that's the breaks sometimes, I guess. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We do have a golden chest back there. I will consider opening that, but obviously, with the amount of money that I have, there are bigger fish for me to fry before I worry about opening golden chests, considering, 75 cents and 2 keys. Seems pretty obvious to me, and little Chad is slowly gonna... Oh, don't even need to use a bomb. Little Chad is slowly gonna pay out with some more stuff. We are approaching 99 cents, which again, should give us an increased chance of arcade spawning as well. Which is totally fine by me, because again, we have enough health that if I get back to full health, I can play these blood banks and have a pretty reasonable chance of earning the blood bag, which would be fantastic, because I want to trade those in for... I knew I was going to get hit there. You can trade those in for HP upgrades at some point. Now I'm just kind of doing this. This would be a great room to have saved... Oh, that was the worst damage. I really should not have taken damage on that last one, I'll admit. Oh, you know, there's a demon judgment here, which is probably more tempting to me than just your standard blood bank. Anyway, just back it up for a second here. It's a little scary. We need to get back to full health first. That's another speed upgrade pill. Worth taking, I would say. And in here, we do get Mom's Purse, so if we could finally get 1 trinket, I would be very pleased, because we could hold the Polaroid in addition to that. So we're going to try to get back to full health, then play the shit out of this Demon Judgment, which is more valuable because it could give us a deal with the Devil item. I say could. It's guaranteed to give us a deal with the Devil item if it pays out. Do we have enough hearts to make it pay out? Yeah, probably. Let's continue moving around here. Tarot cards obviously exceptionally valuable. I prefer the laser to Monstrous Tooth. The Fool card is valuable if we take it out of the Mom fight, but we're probably going to stick with the Devil card for now. And, oh, it's bullshit. It's bullshit because we had already killed all the enemies, and now I'm starting to worry a little bit because we do have some red heart shortages, and our spirit hearts are getting lower, so that's disappointing. But still, I would, the reports of my death are greatly exaggerated right now, I would say. But things could be tough in the future. We get a tarot card for a bomb and a key. That is going to save us a key. Never. Probably should have opened that earlier, I guess. So that was basically a pure waste. We do... Oh, okay, we have a regular judgment now, which is great, because we obviously have enough money to get him to pay out with something. Even if it is an HP upgrade, fine by me. Then we'll transfer all of our attention to the demon judgment and try again. We are gambling here. And you'd think with Kane we'd have a pretty good chance for them to pay out. I mean, he did just give me an HP upgrade there, which is fantastic. But it's not necessarily guaranteed, so hopefully we are able to kind of get some better luck on this Demon Judgment towards the end of this floor. We're going to wait until we have all of our red hearts back, which actually is going to happen a lot sooner than I anticipated. And if I could get some more HP to go, or sorry, some more spirit hearts to go along with the extra red heart consumables, that would be amazing as well, because obviously I want to play... as long as I can on that Demon Judgment, but in order to make that happen, we're going to need a little bit more safety and security. So, it's Monstro 2. Ideal boss fight, I guess, for this point in the game. Might earn a deal with the Devil. We'll see what he gives me. We'll also see what Monstro gives me. It could be an HP upgrade, which I wouldn't really frown upon at this point in the game. But something like the Pentagram would, definitely vault him to the top of my nice Christmas list. But we'll just continue this onwards here. If we had Shoop to Whoop, it would be a little bit faster, but, you can't always get what you want, of course, as I always say. So let's just not attack him this way. We'll just get him to attack this way. I just didn't want to fuck up my equilibrium there. Beautiful. We get another deal with the Angel. Pageant Boy has never been less valuable, but hey, Dead Dove. Ability to fly plus spectral shots. Don't fall. Okay. I'm gonna be riskier than I should be. I'm gonna fly around, I'm gonna go back to this Demon Judgment, and I'm gonna give as much health as this Demon Judgment requires to pay out, because I am a silly man who is gonna get some silly money here, fantastically. And we're gonna stick with our Devil card, because that's gonna be more important later. I'm glad I came back. So yes, let's do this. Demon Judgment. I'm putting my faith in you. Rusty Key. Well, we can hold on to that. It's not a great trinket. Let's keep it up. There's no more red hearts really for me here. Oh, there's some on the boss room. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You're not paying out? I played you like 8 times. You gave me Rusted Key. There we go. We got a tarot card for Judgment. Interesting. Bullshit. Okay, well, let's see what this Judgment pays out with. Immediately a tarot card for the Hermit. Okay, we already have one of those, fucker. We don't need it. What a strange situation we have on our hands here. And okay, despite having great items, I find myself in a very difficult position. That Judgment has exploded. And he's giving me Eve's Birdfoot. Alright, well, let's fly through here and see what we got. What is this tarot card now? The Fool. Doesn't interest me at all. We should have some free bombs in here that I can get now that I can fly. Indeed. And I guess we'll go back and get those other red hearts and then try to play Demon Judgment like one more time. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake, in fact. We might as well shoot these flames here. Again, sadly, we find ourselves not having Demon Judgment paid out, or not having been paid out by Demon Judgment. Apologies for my ambiguous language there. What a fucked up situation. We have so much health. I really expected that it would have worked out fantastically for us. Instead, we find ourselves in a very strange position. A position where I have 1.5 hearts remaining of a total of 8. And going down to what is potentially Necropolis. So that scares the shit out of me. And these things, of course, are not paying out. Because why would they? That would make things far too easy. I say we just fucking book it down to the next floor. And not, you know, throw ourselves under the bus by making some terrible decisions. I think it's a smart idea. Let's hope that it works out for us. That was probably the worst use of Shoop the Whoop that I possibly could have mustered there. But hey, hopefully we get some more good items, consumable drops. This is one of the few situations where I really feel like Little Chad is actually very welcome. Anytime he wants to drop an item for me, that's exceptionally useful, I feel. Now we will get rid of we will get rid of Rusted Key and keep Eve's Birdfoot, unless we get a better trinket. Obviously something like a Cancer at this point would be amazing for us. Awkward sentence to say. I mean, no disrespect, of course. There we go. We picked up another key. Rusted Key itself, not a huge fan of. But, you know, I could be persuaded, I guess, if I see some data as to what it does or is supposed to do. Now, I am just going to fire my laser in here, and that's going to make it a little easier. Let's try to kill the blue one last, which I believe gives us a better chance of getting the attack fly. So if we can make that happen... An attack fly would not be a problematic addition to our roster here. Temperance, okay, are we really gonna roll with that again? I think we should. I really should have saved that Judgment card for the potential of a deal with the Devil or the Angel, now that I think about it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there at this point. These guys should be very easy to kill, especially considering a couple shots is all it takes to knock them down to the ooze state. Remember, our damage is very good right now. I would love some more, yes, we want this combination. I would love some more, what was I going to say? I totally forgot. I would love some more deals with the Devil, I guess, because I would love to offer up health in our situation. Maybe that's what past Ryan was trying to go for. Wouldn't surprise me, I guess. Past Ryan does love deals with the Devil. Temperance itself, not... Wow, that hit nothing. I was like, when I fired it, I was like, that probably won't hit all of them. Not to be confused with the other sentence, that probably won't hit any of them, which actually ended up becoming fact a few seconds later. We get, okay, another tarot card. Why are these tarot cards dropping so often? I like it, but it's weird. Temperance again, and in here we have Portable Slot, which I don't give two shits about, but I will definitely buy the... Actually, Portable Slot might be interesting, because if it pays out, then it would give us more bombs. But anyway, it's not important right now. I did buy the the full heart. I think it was a smart idea, considering I will probably invest that into this Temperance card. And if we can get a Judgment card, that might be more valuable. But anyway, it's not important yet. Remember, I do have the Wafer, so as much as I've been complaining so far, once we get down to the next floor, we're taking the same amount of damage. The enemies do get more difficult, but... Oh my god, another Temperance card? Really? We will take more damage, but that's fine, because... we will take more damage, but it's only by virtue of the fact that the enemies are more difficult, not that they do more damage. So we'll stick with this Temperance card. I'm not going to use it yet. The Panties range upgrade, not my favorite at this point of the game, but by the same token, you know, we do have Lump of Coal, so I appreciate it nonetheless. Could end up coming in handy for us. If I wanted to get real stupid... I could pop this Temperance card down right next to the other blood bank in the arcade, and then I could play, you know, 2 for the price of 1, basically. I think it's a dumb idea until I see how my health shakes out before this boss fight, though. That's more health, which is great, and more bombs, which is fine. Just to quantify it, I suppose, here. Not that I should be looking a gift horse in the mouth with respect to bombs. Those are going to be useful later in the game. For now, not the be-all, end-all. Now, he can't leave after this boss fight. What do I want to do? I'm going to just stick with the Temperance card and not use it. Fine by me. And we will pop, that did some damage there. I popped the Shoop to Whoop. Probably not going to make an enormous difference in the whole scheme of things, but any extra damage on a blue mom fight counts. We do have some serious problems with crowd control now because we lack like a Brimstone or an enormous damage dealer or a blue candle or something like that that could really deal with the riffraff. But that being said, Mom is already about 50% dead. That was very, very close to us being hit there. Now, there is a blue rock down there, a tinted rock. See, I'm so much, I'm in a kerfuffle right now. Can't even remember my own nomenclature for things. But we'll try to get Mom to destroy that herself. And if she does that, which she will, right here, that's a free spirit heart for us. Saved us a bomb, effectively. There we go, and a little bit more. We haven't been hit on this fight yet. That could change right now. No, it didn't. All right. Cat of Nine Tails, that's interesting in conjunction, obviously. I'm going to roll with Burnt Penny here, actually. As much as Birdfoot is okay. You know, maybe we'll go with the Birdfoot instead. I forgot what I was going to say, but let's continue moving on. I think what I was going to say is that we're going to get the pink glitch here. What I was going to say was that... with Cat of Nine Tails and Lump of Coal and the range that we have and homing shots, it's a really weird interaction that might actually work out very well for us. But I'm going to take a second to have some water here. My throat's getting a little dry from the recording session. So, if we can come back here at any point, that would be amazing for us. What's the sore spot of our run right now? Well, we got a pink glitch and like an XL floor or something. This is weird. The sore spot of our run right now, I would say, is that we, unfortunately... Oh, it is Utero XL. We lack a substantial amount of damage. You know, we're doing okay with our damage, especially, I guess, when Lump of Coal is factored in, or, yeah, Lump of Coal is factored into the situation. But could be better. If I earn... Oh, I can't even earn a deal with the devil on this floor because it's an XL floor in Utero. So that's disappointing. We will still get one item for our remainder of the game, and it's going to be a boss room item, which is kind of unfortunate because boss room items actually have a tendency to not be as game-breaking as other items. But we can't earn a deal with the devil, we can't earn a deal with the angel, so we are kind of just on our own now. It's going to be interesting. Now, XL floors, not necessarily the end of the world. In fact, they could be amazing for us if I do manage to find the boss room quickly, because that could save us, you know, basically going through another 60% of the floor times 2. Because obviously there's 2 floors kind of being represented here. Now, do we have the kind of damage necessary to take down the endgame bosses? I think so. I don't think it's going to be easy, and I think we're going to have a much easier time on the rooms leading up to the bosses than the bosses themselves, which is not always the case. There's kind of different runs, I guess, that have their own strengths and weaknesses, but I think it's within the realm of possibility anyway. Remember, we do have the Wafer. That's huge for us. It's almost like having Nail plus Nun's Habit. Almost. Not quite, because you can get other benefits from them, obviously. This is a range increase, which again I'll continue taking in case it helps us out with Lump of Coal. There's our boss rooms right away, so again, this kind of idyllic situation that I described is, or not idyllic, I guess, ideal situation that I described actually is going to come to fruition here. That's beautiful for us. Let us continue firing quickly here and doing a lot of damage as we do, and we'll see what our bosses are going to hold for us here. Obviously, Mom's Heart is going to be the second one. By the way that I can fly, and the fact that I have incredible range, I should be able to do a ton of damage to this Loki, kind of as you're seeing right now. That took out that Loki so quickly, kind of demonstrating how effective Lump of Coal can be. Let's continue to kind of go to town on these guys. And, you know, Bent Spoon is doing a lot better than I had originally anticipated. Tears Up is actually maybe what I was most looking forward to here, just because it was going to give me an S-ton of damage by way of increasing our DPS, by way of increasing our rate of fire. Anyway, we're going to pop Brimstone here. That ended up not working as well as a bomb, but it did some damage at the very least. Now, I can't really get a huge Lump of Coal bonus for taking out, or for standing somewhere on this fight, but I can against individual bosses. There's just, you know, some areas of the map where I'm not going to be able to hit Mom and still get a huge bonus. Like, I think this is the furthest away that I can stand and still get the bonus for Lump of Coal because of the range. Anyway, I feel like I'm talking nonsense here for a second. So, We'll drop some more bombs in here, and that one's not really going to work, but that's... Oh, it actually did totally work. When she starts permanently firing bombs, we'll be in a much better position, and we are approaching that. I think we'll get it before Chad spawns. Wow, Duke of Flies just fucking melted. If we could get this before Chad spawns, it would be, or Chubb spawns, it would be amazing. But obviously, halfway through that sentence, I realized the error of my ways. That's okay, though. Mom's heart may accidentally end up killing Chad, and I can just hang out over here and essentially watch the fireworks. As long as I can stay away from the creep anyway. Slowly but surely, we're doing some damage. Unfortunately, the homing shots do make this a little bit more difficult, believe it or not, because they choose to go for enemies that I don't necessarily want to prioritize. That being said, good fight, and we are up to the next floor, and this is going to be a real moment of truth for us as we make it up to the Cathedral with Curse of Darkness. Not that it necessarily matters all that much. It's just going to be annoying, I guess. If we find our boss room straight away, I'd be very happy because I wouldn't have to backtrack through these areas that I didn't remember or can't see on a map. I think we might be okay on this run, believe it or not. It's a weird combination. I mean, oh man, the boss room's right there. We've had very good luck on this run, don't get me wrong. And I just realized that I was totally an idiot to be talking about the creep on that mom fight, considering I can fly. Oh, that's bad damage for me. But yeah, I mean, we haven't had bad luck. We've had very good luck. I mean, remember I started this episode by talking about all the amazing luck that we've had so far. But despite that, I am kind of surprised that we seem to be doing as well as we are without getting really that much in the way of advantages over the middle third of the game. I think we're going to be okay against the Isaac fight, I should say. The Blue Baby fight, it's its old new ball game. We do have 4 keys that we can spend on the chest, and we are hemorrhaging health now, actually. So if I can just get out of this with a decent amount of health and still be alive, that's a big moment for me. We do have Guardian Angel. Let's play it cool here. I'm not sure if Temperance automatically gives us the chance to get a better item on the chest. We are about halfway through this fight, and I would say the second portion of our fight so far has gone a lot better than the first, where I got hit kind of constantly. Now I am playing a lot smarter with my my time, I would say, and with my damage in particular. So we're about to enter the third phase of Isaac. This is where I'm going to use Shoop to Whoop to make sure I clear out some angel fetuses in the meantime as well. So let's pop that, and I ended up not clearing out any angel fetuses, but at the very least, it's not like by using it later in the fight I cost myself anything except at most a little bit of comfort at the start. Oh, extra damage. Took way too much damage there. There's like 5 fucking angel fetuses on the map simultaneously here. Let's play it cool. Drop one in there. That's extra damage I should not have taken, but he's dead. And we still have 1 spirit heart, and we're alive, and we're going down to the chest, where we have 4 keys, by the way, I might add. So, bomb bag, telepathy for dummies, Mr. Boom, and quad shot. There's what I was looking for. That one item alone might end up putting us in a much better position. See, we're already, we're firing quickly as a result as well. Telepathy for dummies is obviously something that I don't give a shit about, considering I have the passive item that does what that does. Also, if we could somehow manage to get some permanent Polaroid invincibility going here, cool beans, because I do have Poison Touch, you may remember. Now it seems like I can shoot enemies from across the map with, like, little concern, and I'd tear them apart pretty quickly. But we're in a very scary situation, don't get me wrong. Obviously, this room is just, like, annoying, basically. And if I have the speed kind of necessary to do, to abuse the lump of coal mechanic against these guys. This is going to be a real fucking pain in the dick, though. No question about it. If I can manage to hit these guys from afar, it's much, much better for me. I hate these double Monstro 2s that attack so fucking quickly and move so fucking quickly. It's a pain in the ass to, like, constantly be vigilant about hitting them. But one of them will die soon, and then we'll steal his carbon, and we'll... Ah, there we go. We finally got hit. I really thought we were going to have a chance to get out of this room without getting hit. We're not in that position anymore, though. One of these guys is dead. He's dead. Look at the health bar. He's dead. Okay, good. Now, you stop moving. You fired the laser. That's fine. And then I come in here, and then you fire your laser again, and I kill you, and we're all good. I lost half a spirit right there. I totally forgot, again, that we have the Wafer, which is amazing, because now we're taking half as much damage against each enemy, which is incredible. It's so important, and actually gives us a substantially improved chance of winning here, when I was previously feeling pretty scared. There we go. We got another bomb. Is this the right way to the boss? I certainly fucking hope so. If not, we've got some concerns that I will need to have addressed. I really wish we had our lasers available here, but it's okay. I don't know why I'm getting closer to this guy. I should really be getting further away, considering, again, Lump of Coal will allow me to do a ton of damage, and I can hit enemies from, like, across the map with ease, essentially. So I think we have a really good chance of winning this run, but, stranger things have happened than losing a run like this. He is indeed dead, and we pick up another bomb. No spirit hearts, of course, because that would be far too easy for me. Now, do I want to use the Shoop de Whoop here? Yes, but am I going to? Probably not, because I will save it for a more difficult room, or a room where it's more well-suited. Believe it or not, it's not really that well-suited for this room, because the enemies aren't really standing in a straight line anymore, and by the time I was comfortable, like, aiming, you know, I realized that Lust was going to attack us, and Lust is really annoying. So, I am going to go pick up that half red heart up here. I think we'll win. In fact, I find it very unlikely that we could lose. That being said, stranger things have happened. Quad shot is going to be a huge boon for us here. Let's make it happen. Especially if I just stand still, then all 4 of the quad shots will land. But I can only do this like a couple times, and then I really risk getting hit. Every time I get hit, I should stand a little closer. I know it sounds crazy considering I have Lump of Coal. This is not going well so far. But every time I get hit, if possible, I should go in and poison him. This is going to be a bare-knuckle brawl. More so than I had originally anticipated. Okay, I'm sacrificing way too much health for this poison tactic. Bad idea. Very bad idea. Might actually cost me the win. Thank you, dead bird. Now we're in a better position. There we go. That was good damage. Quad shot going to make crowd control a little bit easier on these guys than it was in the Isaac fight. And it looks like we're working our way towards a second straight vanilla success here. Doesn't vanilla success sound like a white villain from a blaxploitation film? I think so. Anyway, there's extra health for us. I don't see how we could lose at this point. It ended up being a little bit more touch and go than I'd originally anticipated, but hey! Another successful run for us, and in good time as well. So as always, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Continue suggesting your own challenge runs, and I will do the ones that would be most entertaining and appropriate if I see them in the top comments. And again, thanks for watching this series of pretty good vanilla runs I've had. I'll see you next time.